You're trying to ship YouTube videos faster, but your draft keeps sounding like a warranty manual.
So you pit LLMs against each other, not for vibes, but for measurable production output, script length, revision count, factual density, and how well the rhythm survives narration. First, translate video specs into tokens. A 12-minute spoken segment is roughly 1,600 to 1,900 words, about 130 to 160 words per minute. If you give the model an outline, then a beat-by-beat script, expect 2,000 to 2,800 words of generation. With the usual one word equals 1.3 tokens, that's 2,600 to 3,600 tokens per round. Now add your research notes, sources, and brand voice rules. The context window becomes the real battleground.
Claude's superpower is long-form coherence. Many Claude configurations advertise very large context windows, commonly up to 200K tokens in current releases, so you can paste multi-paper notes, transcripts, and past scripts without turning the model into a goldfish with an engineering degree.
When you run Make It Consistent with Section 3's definition of X, Claude tends to obey across dozens of prompts, reducing contradictory terminology.
ChatGPT's superpower is structured engineering. In practice, it's often easier to coerce strict JSON for chapters, on-screen text, timestamps, and callouts, especially when you're targeting downstream tooling like shot list templates or subtitle workflows.
If you're generating 10 to 20 segments with fields, timestamp, topic, hook, CTA, ChatGPT frequently returns cleanly parsable blocks, which matters when you're piping data into Notion, spreadsheets, or custom scripts.
Let's talk reasoning style, the difference you feel in the edits. Claude often writes in longer, smoother arcs, then double-checks internal logic. That's great for conceptual videos, where you want premise, mechanism to implication, without whiplash. ChatGPT, by contrast, can be more modular. It will happily propose multiple alternative angles, each with separate claims and examples, letting you pick the one that matches your attention strategy. If your channel is analytics-driven, that modularity is fuel. Humor and voice are where people get fooled. You're not trying to sound funny. You're trying to control cadence, micro-pauses, emphasis, and surprise.
A useful test: ask each model to rewrite the same 120-word paragraph in 3 tones: dry academic, playful contrarian, and newsroom dramatic. Claude usually nails tone consistency inside long passages. ChatGPT often nails punchier single-sentence rhythm.
Transcript. Use both like a 2-lane highway. Claude for continuity, ChatGPT for impact beats.
Transcript. Accuracy is the unsexy boss fight. Neither model is a citation engine by default. Your mitigation pipeline should be explicit. Force the model to label every non-trivial claim as supported by input, common knowledge, or needs verification.
Then require it to output a claim to source map. In expert workflows, you're aiming to cut verification time by 25 to 40% because you can triage faster than you can reread 40 paragraphs.
Now the workflow. You start with a research pack, not a blank prompt. Include audience pain points, a glossary, and 5 to 10 key claims with your preferred references.
Then run 2 passes. Pass 1, outline plus premise checks, plus what would a skeptical peer reviewer ask? Pass 2, full script plus on-screen overlays, chapter timestamps, subtitle-friendly wording. Avoid words like therefore every second sentence. Your viewers will file a complaint.
Decision rule: no mysticism. If your project is a long dossier, multi-step systems, dense terminology, or keep this analogy consistent for 20 minutes, choose Claude first. If your project is a production pipeline, metadata, JSON, templates, formula-driven comparisons, choose ChatGPT first. And if you're doing both, most channels are, use a relay. Claude drafts the conceptual spine. ChatGPT converts it into strict structure and tooling-ready outputs. The final metric is friction. Track 3 numbers per video. A, number of full script rewrites. B, total minutes spent fixing contradictions, and time to generate chapter or SEO assets. Channels that adopt LLM workflows typically converge after 2 to 3 projects because prompt patterns stabilize. Your goal isn't best writing, it's fewer loops, because every extra iteration is another coffee, and coffee is not a revenue share. So when you open the two tabs, treat them like specialists. Claude is your long-form editor with a photographic memory of your pasted notes. ChatGPT is your production engineer who can turn prose into structured artifacts before your coffee cools. And you, the human, own the final verification, the narrative judgment, and the decision about which claims survive contact with reality.
When you compare ChatGPT versus Claude, don't ask which is smarter. Ask which one ships fewer contradictions per token.
Then log the delta. If quality rises but edits drop, you've bought yourself time, and time buys subscribers and spares your sanity for filming.